Picture a 47-year-old woman in Ohio, standing in her kitchen before sunrise, staring at her glucose meter and a cup of plain tea. She is not sick, but her afternoon energy keeps crashing, and her morning numbers keep creeping up. Then she adds one root to that cup for 30 days. And in the final scene, I'll tell you what changed. Because ginseng is not just an energy herb, it may be a metabolic signal your body has been missing. Ginseng has a strange reputation. Some people treat it like ancient wisdom. Other people hear the word and think of weird energy drinks, expensive capsules, or health store promises that sound too good to be true. And honestly, that skepticism is smart. You should not trust every supplement story just because it sounds natural. But ginseng is interesting, because when you look past the hype, the science is not empty. It is not a miracle. It is not a cure. It will not erase a poor diet, replace sleep, or cancel out sitting all day. But it may support a few systems that matter a lot after 40. Energy, blood sugar control, oxidative stress, and gut-related metabolism. And this is not just about Korean red ginseng. That is only one version. Around the world, people use Asian ginseng, American ginseng, red ginseng, white ginseng, teas, powders, extracts, and capsules. If you are in the United States, American ginseng is especially relevant because Panax quinquefolius is grown in North America, and Wisconsin is one of the most famous American ginseng regions. The Ginseng Board of Wisconsin says nearly all cultivated American ginseng in the United States comes from a small region of central Wisconsin. So the better question is not, is ginseng good or bad? The better question is, what might happen if the right person uses the right form, at the right time, for 30 days, without treating it like magic? Let's start with the woman in the kitchen. She is 47. She wakes up tired, even after sleeping. Around 3 p.m., she wants something sweet. At night, she tells herself she will do better tomorrow. But the same pattern repeats. This is very common, especially after 40, when many people start noticing that the same foods, the same snacks, and the same routine do not feel the same anymore. Insulin sensitivity can become harder to maintain with age, especially when sleep, stress, muscle loss, and inactivity start stacking together. That is where ginseng becomes interesting. One review and meta-analysis in PLOS One looked at randomized controlled trials and found that ginseng modestly but significantly improved fasting blood glucose in people with and without diabetes. The authors were careful. They did not call it a cure. They said larger and longer trials using standardized ginseng preparations are still needed. That is the honest framing. Promising, but not proven as a standalone solution. So what does modest improvement actually mean for a normal person? It means you should not expect your body to transform overnight. You should expect subtle signals. A smoother morning, a little less afternoon crash, maybe better glucose response if you are also eating better, walking more, and sleeping properly. Ginseng works best in the story when it is not the hero. Your routine is the hero. Ginseng is the supporting character. In week 1, the first thing many people notice is not fat loss or blood sugar. It is energy. But not always in a dramatic way. Some people feel a cleaner lift, especially if they take it in the morning. Others feel nothing. And some people feel too stimulated, especially if they combine it with strong coffee. That is why timing matters. Ginseng is not caffeine, but it can still feel activating for some people. If you are over 40 and already struggling with sleep, do not take ginseng at night just because you forgot earlier. The National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health notes that insomnia is one of the most common side effects of Asian ginseng, and it may interact with certain medications. So the first rule is simple. Use it earlier in the day, and pay attention to your sleep. In week 2 and week 3, the story becomes less about feeling energized and more about how your body handles fuel. Think of your cells like tiny engines. When they are healthy, they use fuel smoothly. When they are stressed, inflamed, sleep-deprived, or overloaded, they can become inefficient. That is when you feel tired even after eating. That is when cravings show up. That is when blood sugar can stay higher than it should. Ginseng contains compounds called ginsenosides. These compounds may influence oxidative stress, inflammation-related pathways, and glucose metabolism. But the important word is may. Some effects are better supported than others. The blood sugar evidence has human trial data behind it, but many of the deeper mechanisms are still being studied. Here is the part that needs a simple explanation. Your gut bacteria may decide how much benefit you get. Think of your gut bacteria like translators. Ginseng speaks one language. Your body speaks another. Your gut bacteria help translate some ginseng compounds into forms your body can use. One important example is compound K, which can be produced when gut microbes transform certain ginsenosides. Reviews describe this microbial transformation as a key part of how ginseng compounds may become more biologically active. That means two people can take the same ginseng and feel different results. One person may have a gut environment that transforms those compounds efficiently. Another person may not. This is why ginseng with a terrible diet is not the same as ginseng with a fiber-rich diet. Fiber feeds the gut environment that helps process plant compounds. Oats, beans, lentils, vegetables, berries, chia seeds, flax seeds, and fermented foods are not flashy, but they make the internal environment better. By week 4, if ginseng is going to help you, the result may look boring from the outside, and that is a good thing. You may not see a dramatic before and after moment. What you may notice is that the afternoon crash is weaker, your cravings are easier to manage, your morning routine feels more stable. If you monitor glucose, you may see your fasting numbers or post-meal response start looking a little more controlled, especially if you are also walking after meals and reducing late-night snacking. But we need to be honest about weight loss. Some animal studies suggest ginseng compounds may influence fat storage and fat breakdown, but animal results do not automatically mean humans will lose weight. So do not let anyone sell you the line that ginseng melts belly fat. A better, safer claim is this. Ginseng may support metabolic health in ways that make better habits easier to maintain. The weight loss still comes from the bigger picture: food quality, calories, movement, sleep, stress, muscle mass, hormones, and medication status. Now, let's talk about American ginseng for a second, because this matters for a US audience. American ginseng is not just a copy of Asian ginseng. It is its own species, Panax quinquefolius. Many people describe American ginseng as a little smoother or less stimulating, although responses vary by person and product. For someone who gets jittery from stronger red ginseng, American ginseng tea may feel more approachable. But again, quality matters. A cheap product with unclear sourcing is not the same as a tested product from a reputable grower. The practical routine is simple. Start in the morning, not at night. Use tea, slices, powder, or a standardized supplement from a trusted source. Do not combine it with a giant coffee on day 1. Take it with, or near a meal that has protein and fiber. Then track 3 things for 30 days. Your energy, your sleep, and your blood sugar, if you already monitor it. Not every day has to be perfect. You are looking for a pattern, not a miracle. And if you are over 40, add one more habit that makes ginseng more useful. A short walk after your biggest meal. Even 10 minutes can help your muscles pull glucose from the bloodstream. That does not require a gym. That does not require a complicated plan. It just makes your body a better place for metabolic support to work. Now the safety part. If you take diabetes medication, blood thinners, blood pressure medication, immune-suppressing medication, or you have an autoimmune condition, do not start ginseng casually. NCCIH warns that Asian ginseng may lower blood sugar, interfere with blood clotting, and interact with medicines. If you are pregnant, breastfeeding, preparing for surgery, or dealing with unexplained symptoms, talk to a healthcare professional first. This is educational, not medical advice. And if you ever have chest pain, fainting, severe shortness of breath, confusion, sudden weakness, or dangerously high or low blood sugar, do not try to fix that with tea or supplements. Get medical help right away. Now back to the woman in Ohio. It is day 30. Same kitchen, same morning light, same cup in her hand. But this time, she is not staring at the cup like it has to save her. She has learned something better. The ginseng helped only because the routine around it changed. She took it earlier. She stopped using sugar with it. She added fiber at breakfast. She walked after dinner. She watched her numbers instead of guessing. The final result was not dramatic. It was quieter than that. Her afternoon crash did not disappear, but it softened. Her cravings did not vanish, but they became easier to control. Her morning numbers were not perfect, but they were no longer ignored. And that is the real promise of ginseng after 30 days. Not a miracle cure, but a small signal that may help your body respond better when the rest of your routine is finally working with it. If this changed how you think about ginseng, subscribe. Every week, I break down one health topic in plain English. Real research, real caution, and the part most channels skip.